The number one mistake many people are doing when they relocate to the United States is the failure to combine the two, or rather to forget the main reason as to why they're in the United States in the first place. Millions of people are relocating to the United States every single day. But the main reason to go to those particular countries basically is the economy, financial aspect of their life. I know there are some people that are using other reasons. I understand the issue of safety, war in some other places, but majority are relocating based on economic point of view. But once you arrive in the United States, are you going to focus on economy from day one? The answer is no. Majority are coming not with the what we call the immigrant visa, are not becoming permanent resident on the day one. It takes time to become a permanent resident. Usually, it takes between 5 to 10 years for someone to become a permanent resident. Assume you came to the United States maybe through visiting. Some people, they can go through education, finishing, go to the what we call the OPT, which is optional practical training. Later down the road, they get a sponsorship visa or sponsorship through work. Later, they get green card. Few, they can get green card based on the diversity visa. Some, they get green card just through marriage. But majority of people, 5, 10, 15 years to become permanent resident. While they are focusing on permanent residence, which is immigration part, usually they put economy on the side. They are focusing more, when will I become permanent resident? When will I become a US citizen? But all those time, they don't feel I'm fully permanent or I'm fully going to stay here in the United States for for a very long time. So that makes them to put the economy and the state of the financial aspect on the side. So when you ask me, what is the number one advice I can give someone who is coming to the United States? Never separate the financial education, financial understanding of American systems and immigration. So when you use 5-10 years on immigration and you put on the back seat, you put on the side the aspect of financial education, financial understanding, guess what is going to happen? The moment you come to know, the moment you become permanent resident, then you are starting learning about financial aspect. It is already too late. At that particular time, the damage has been done. You have already wasted 10 years of not knowing financial education. Let me give you an example. I'm an immigrant here in the United States. I've been here for over 16 years up to this moment. Yes, I'm a US citizen, but coming from Tanzania, we focus more into the government retirement systems, or sometimes people that use what we call the National Social Security Funds, NSSF. You contribute yourself as an employee, and the employer is going to match a certain amount. You come to America, yes, there is that part of aspect where we call 401k. You contribute and the employer is going to match. But is it the 401k a retirement system in America? The person who designed the system didn't design for the purpose of being a retirement system. So, you as an immigrant, you might do such a big mistake. The mistake of thinking that, oh, I have 401k, that is a retirement system, because you have the same system in your own country or similar system in your own country. You have to know what is the financial education, or rather financial literacy. How does it take, or what are the means people are using in this country for retirement system? What are the things can I use here to invest? What can I do for me when I can just work fewer hours and the money works for me? So don't come here and focus into only immigration. And when it comes to the aspect of the finance, guess what? You do another mistake. You know, oh, there is a credit card, a credit score, you know the credit score. But for what purpose? Because you do not know the financial systems, you get a good credit score just to start getting loans. You get the mortgage. Guess what? You get a $500,000 home. At the time you finish paying, you pay over $1 million. Why is that? Because it's what we call the compounding interest. Technically double interest or interest on interest. You are going to get the student loan. You are going to get the credit card. You are going to get sometimes the auto loan, the loan for your brand new car. You think this is the American dream. So you don't know the financial education and the ways on how you can beat the system. You ending up just to know just the simple things which are going to destroy your entire life. So you as immigrant here in the United States, number one thing you needed to know, focus on the economy, focus on the financial education from very, very early on you arrive in America. Yes, you will start looking for immigration ways on how you can stay on that particular country on a permanent basis, but don't say, oh, all this time I'll focus on this one and put the economy on the back seat. If you do that, put the back seat, you will come to regret. 10 years later, you do not know about the American stock system. You do not know about the compound interest. You do not know the simple things like index income or account. How does that work? How does it work when you have to find the way to put the money? Where do the bank put the money? Put money in the bank. Where does the bank take that money to put? Where do they get the profit? So you need to know all those things from very, very early on. The first year you arrive in America, those are the things you need to know to avoid the mistakes down the road. That is my advice for you, to pay attention into understanding immigration and the finance of financial education of the new country you arrive, you are going to settle on the permanent basis.